When I was a kid, we had these helicopter seeds on the playground at my elementary school. And whatever tree they were from, they were just littering the playground in the fall. And it was awesome. You could take these seeds either one at a time, or you could take several, like a handful of them, and just chuck them in the air and watch them swirl around as they floated slowly to the ground. And I don't know what they're called. We called them helicopter seeds. Someone else out there on the internet might tell me whatever they're actually called. And there might even be more than one tree that they come off of, but they're super cool. And I don't see them as often here in Oklahoma, but I did see them on whatever day this was. I don't know when I shot this, but these were at Theta Pond, or on a tree at Theta Pond near the OSU campus. And it reminded me, seeing these reminded me of when I was a kid and looking at those helicopter seeds and playing with them. But also it felt like I was kind of peeking into a hidden world. And I tried to capture that sense here with the leaf in the foreground on the left, partially obscuring one of the seeds, and then all the greenery in the background. It felt like you were kind of pulling the curtain back on like a hidden, I don't know, like a secret hiding spot for this little clump of helicopter seeds. It gave me this cool feeling, like I was peeking in on some sort of like small undiscovered secret world. It actually wasn't. I mean, these were just sitting on a tree branch out in the open, but it felt like that. And every now and then it's fun to kind of convey more of a feeling or an emotion, even in a simple photo like this. Like, it's super basic. It's a subject, a little bit of foreground, a little bit of background for context. And yet I really enjoyed taking this. One thing that I found particularly enjoyable about this is that it's just fun to take a photo like this when everything lines up, when you've got your gear, when you've got good lighting, when you've got an interesting subject, and you have the time and the ability and the technical know-how to take a photo like this. Could you get this with a phone? Maybe. It'd be tricky to get this particular view because this is 105 millimeter focal length. And like, I don't want to be like you like phones aren't real cameras. Like, of course they are, but there is something to be said for holding a big chunky full frame camera in your hand and learning how to use the tools at your disposal, the tools of aperture and ISO and shutter speed. And then finding something like this and being able to kind of elevate it to something a bit more than what it might have been. Incidentally, I didn't even notice this until much later. There's a cool little Easter egg, as you might say, on the very top. There's a little flying insect it's out of focus, but you can see it almost at the top on the left-hand side just a little bit. And it's kind of cool how every now and then I'll take a photo and there'll be some fun detail that I don't see at the time and don't even see until much later, but it adds an extra cool element to the photo. And so that's kind of what you have here.